Hi, it's Andy here at Photech Video, and in today's video we're going to have a look at our optical snoot or condenser, which is the Soonpho OT1 Pro 2, and how we can use the different gobos which come with this projector to be able to change the background and also to be able to project onto our subject, onto our model. So here with me in the studio today, I'm lucky enough to have the wonderful One again. Hi One, how are you? Fine, thank you. It's good to have you back. And One is going to be our model here in the video today. And if you'd like to know more about One, please check out her Instagram account, which you can see here on the screen. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a test using the projector, which is over there, without using any of the gobo attachments. You can see that I have it here, so we have no attachments in the projector itself. And we're going to try to create a searchlight or a spotlight effect on our model. And the idea that I have for this shot is I want One to look as if she's being caught suddenly, trying to escape, okay? So One's going to act for us with a like this in the photo, turning a little bit towards the light. So we have the projector behind, and then over here we have our key light, which is a Neewer Q3 200 watt flash inside an octabox with a grid on the front, because we don't want to create too much spill onto our backdrop, okay? The other light in the projector is also a Neewer Q3 200 watt flash. So let's give this a try and see if One can do her wonderful acting to look as if we've caught her trying to escape. That's the one. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. That's absolutely superb. I love that photo. So there we can see that we have caught our model trying to escape from the session, and we have that beautiful spot behind her, that spotlight or that search light. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to try different gobos to get different effects behind our model. Okay, so I've just added a gobo to the gobo holder. This gobo is going to give us a blind effect, a Venetian blind effect on the wall behind our subject. So remember that this is an optical snoot, so I can focus in and I can focus out. That means I can make the projection softer out of focus or sharper in focus. So let's have a look first and see what this one looks like. So One, if you can just look in this direction, please. Okay, so, and as you can see from that, the blind would look better if it was focused. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to change my focus so that it's a nice sharp focus. And let's see now how this is going to look. So should we try one more than one? Okay, and what we can see there is that we have like a window effect behind our model. And again, this is a great little effect which we can create using our bare wall. Remember, this is a gray wall that I'm using here, but because we have our key light feathered in this direction and our model can only see a little bit of the white, that means that only a little bit of the white, which is the light, can see her, and therefore we're not getting a big spill onto the background. So let's just take one more using that same gobo to see how that's looking. And after 3, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. A nice little effect using that gobo. We're going to change up. We're going to do 5 or 6 different gobos to see the effect that we can have on our background. And then when we've done 5 or 6 on our background, we're then going to use the projector onto our subject. Okay, so now I've just changed the gobo again, and this time I've moved the projector a little bit further back so that the projection behind our model is going to be a little bit bigger. Let's give this a try after 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we have that lightning, or in fact it looks a bit like a tree branch as well, but we have that lightning effect behind our model. Again, a very simple effect. I'm going to change the focus again. Let's see if changing the focus changes the effect very much. So are we ready? And there we go. See then that the effect now is a softer out of focus effect behind our subject. Okay, so there you have a selection of different gobos. I have here an enormous collection of them, a selection of different gobos which we've used on the background to create that background. Remember that this is a mid-grey wall. I've got my key light feathered with a grid on it, looking a little bit towards this direction so that we don't get any spill of light on our background. And then I have the projector over to the other side. Now what we're going to do is move the projector a little bit so that we can project some of these gobos onto our model. Okay, so now I've moved the projector a little bit further back so that we can get the gobos focused onto our model. So let's try this one, and then we're going to try 3, 4, 5 other different gobos to see how they affect the light on our subject and also the light which hits our background. So you've been able to see how this projector with these gobos can affect the background of our studio in our portraits, how we can swap it up constantly and make a different look in each of our photos. You've also seen how these gobos can be used to project onto the model, and like that we can create some fantasy effect. My particular projector, optical projector, optical snoot, optical condenser, is the Soonpho OT1 Pro 2 version, but there are lots of other different types of optical snoots on the market, and there are an enormous quantity of different gobos which you can use as well. Please leave any comments or questions that you may have related to this video, related to this technique and this gear in the comment section down below. I love reading your comments. I always answer your questions, and interacting with my channel is a great way for me to know the kind of content that you would like me to make in future videos. If you liked this video and you found it interesting, please click on the like button and share it with any friends or family or even social media groups that you think may also find it interesting. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to it. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is completely free for you, and it does help the channel to grow. And while you're at it, ring on that notification bell to be notified every time a new video drops on my channel. You'll find affiliate links to gear used in the making of this video in the description section down below. If you do purchase something through one of my affiliate links, thank you for supporting the channel. The price to you will be the same, and I will receive a small commission which will help me to continue creating content for you here on my channel. So all that remains for me to do is to thank you very much for being here today with us, Juan.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure to have you as always. And if you are interested in knowing more about her, please check out her Instagram account here on the screen. So until the next time, this is Andy at Photech Video signing off. Take care and be safe.